button says go live.
Well, mine's circling.
There it is.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. Sometimes StreamYard is like, oh, you're live. And then sometimes it's like,
I got distracted doing this over here for somebody else.
Yeah, well, now we're there. All right. Well, it is Friday, end of the third. This is the third weekend of April coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that spring flower thing going on this weekend, the festival where they go around and look at people's properties and say
the garden club.
Yeah, how much they wasted money on their house to get some flowers just for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have been frantically doing their stuff. I swear.
Turn your mic. This is how you're talking.
But it's right in front of my face.
It is, but not in front of your mouth.
My mouth, right here.
No, it's
turn
the mic.
There it is.
Yeah,
but I don't want to.
It's angle of the mic itself.
I know.
Not the angle of you.
The angle of the dangle.
There you go.
There we go.
Now it's in front of your mouth.
Messing with my mic.
It's been that way forever, and I've been telling you to fix it.
You run over there and fuck with it.
Yeah, watch that language.
Oh, we're not on radio.
All right, you want to do your numbers?
Yeah, we can do those. Here we go. 1, 2, boom. We're down 7.8% of
because we're like 520 or something last week.
But we're just coming out of this. I guess oil's doing really well. Then homes will follow. 514 pending sales week ending, I think, April 4th. Oh, this is my daughter's birthday. And 582 new listings per day. Those are down. Those are down.
What is this, 2 weeks ago?
No, this is what they have up right now. So it is 2 weeks ago, April 4th.
I know, but we are April 17th.
CAR.org. This is the newest one they have posted today. So that's what we got. And I don't think we did. 2 days on the market. Yeah, we did this. We did this, and they have not updated it since then. So we should have last week's. It should be week ending the 11th.
Yes, it should be. Not the 4th.
Not the 4th.
Be with you.
Yeah. That's May.
I just said the 4th. I didn't say anything else. I said with you. I didn't say may be with you. So. All right, what do I have? I have today's information.
You got a lot. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Not a ton of news today, but there are some news today. It is Friday the 17th, as we've been telling you. And right now, the markets are like going crazy. Dow's up 960 some points.
Craziness.
The 10-year sitting at 4.23. That's been going down. It opened at 4.31, so we're down about 7 basis points. I've seen this higher today, as high as 21. Rates were better by 21 basis points. We're sitting at 17, and it's all because of the ceasefire that started yesterday with
Lebanon and
Israel. They started a 10-day last night, and then Iran today said, you know what? The Strait of Hormuz is fully open. And we said, you're still staying in your port. But you know what? And then so what happened was oil went down to $85 a barrel today.
From
the high was 110.
Yeah. So
I think it's down. I think it was 97 or something yesterday. But the question when this war started, what was oil at? And I think I said, $67 a barrel? Yeah. I'll find it later on. This is just like, here's your quick stuff to put out there. Yeah. And so we're really close to where we started. And that's why the 10-year is sitting at the 23, and we were, 3.99 or something at one point before all this started. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I talked to Courtney Buford the other day. He goes, "What do you think about what Trump has done to your gas?" And I said, "Well, $1.50 what Trump did will go away pretty fast, but the rest of the stuff in the state of California is not going to go away."
Yeah, Trump.
I filled up my tank yesterday in diesel, and I had to take a loan out. It was $185 to fill up my tank.
Is yours a 36 gallon?
31.
31. Yeah. Mine's a 36 for some reason.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
They knew you're gas. They knew you're a lead foot.
Yeah, I know unleaded gas.
Mine's diesel.
Yes, and you pay a lot more per gallon than I do.
But not always. I used to not.
I know.
And then now it is because of the state of California. We'll just move on from there.
Yeah.
What else do I have? We talked about that ceasefire. There's no CPI out today. There was really. Huh?
What? No CPI.
No, but this is actually going back and saying, okay, well, Freddie Mac is saying rates are at 6.30. What else was said? So that's about 53 basis points of improvement since last year.
Yeah.
But it's not the lowest it's been. We were closer to 6, 6 1/8, 6 1/4 before all this whole thing started.
Right.
So rates are going down. I talked to a bunch of people yesterday up in other areas, and they're telling me that they're so busy now with the people getting into contract within the last couple of weeks that their get pest and other inspection reports, they're out 2 weeks and stuff like that, which is not a bad thing. That could be that some of the pest companies just got rid of some of their people and they don't have as many inspectors because it was slow there for a while.
Could very well be.
Or it could be that it's just, oh my God, we're so busy.
Well, and I know Bobby from Best Pest Sierra is fixing to leave the state of California. So he may be doing fewer inspections.
Who's Bobby?
Yeah, Best Pest Sierra. He's one of the
owners,
preferred inspectors up there.
What? Oh, up there?
Up there.
Yeah. Oh, really? I thought maybe you were just saying the whole Best Pest was going out.
No. Best Pest is still alive and doing really well.
Okay. Well, Coality, which used to be CoreLogic, and they were like, we're going to mess without it. See if Ed can say this.
Yeah.
Single-family rent index for February shows it was up 1.1% year over year, the slowest pace since 2010. And what was the Space Odyssey? Remember how everything was going to be so different? And we're going to a year ago, this was at up 2.6%, so meaningful deceleration. Current pace is roughly 1/3 of the pre-2020 average. So basically what's happening is rents are not going up. They're slowing. They're going down just like everything else is. And then why does this matter? This is part of the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. They look at the rent number in there for affordability. Realtor.corn.
Yeah. Realtor.corn
is right next to Realtor.porn.
Yeah.
Realtor.com affordability marker had a median monthly mortgage payment. Now it's $2,000 plus for a first time in a while.
Yeah. With these higher interest rates, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, actually, I think that's come down a little bit. I think it was higher
so?
that. Yeah, because in the last 2 years, it was way higher than that. We were 7%, 8% in the last 3 yeyears. So
no.
What? I do people's payments all day long, like multiple times.
That is what you do.
And I did a rate for somebody yesterday on a 450 and a 400, and they're told, and this is expensive, fair plan kind of stuff, and their payment was 32 and 3 between the two of those numbers.
Wow, not a lot of difference.
$200.
Yeah, not a lot.
Well, that's for $50,000, so it's like $100 per every $25,000. Well, what if I want to go up to $475? Add $100. Yeah, I can figure those numbers real quick.
That's that simple math.
Yeah, that was easy math. What else do the Realtor.com says? First-time home buyer shares at 21%. Why is this important? This is the lowest since trackings began in 1981.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn Donald Trump.
That's not his fault.
It's his fault.
Next week we have Tuesday ADP weekly employment, retail sales, pending home sales. Wednesday's mortgage applications, 20-year auction, and Thursday is jobless claims. So what does this really mean? We told you 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and 5 weeks ago, and 10 weeks ago, 20 weeks ago, we told you just to get into contract and stop waiting for things to fail and or rates to get improved.
Yeah.
And it's happening. I told somebody else, you got about 2 weeks before, once this whole ceasefire thing's over, once we get the war's over, it's going to be off to the races, and it is.
Competition is going to be, how you say in my country, great. It's going to be very busy.
Yeah, and then I talked to another agent who finally figured out how to get through all this stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I sold a $5 million and a $10 million last year, and that's thank God because that changed everything for me."
Well, I'm sure it would. Yeah.
My question was on those size properties. What's that number? Percentage-wise, you know what I mean, commission, because there's no way you can get full 3 or 2.5%.
No, they're probably getting 2. So what would that be on a $5 million?
On a $15 million, that would be $300,000.
Exactly. See
how fast that's people who do numbers.
Not chump change, right?
No, but then you got to split it with your company, right?
No, not really.
Not you, Remax, but I'm sure this company
guys
does.
That are doing that are probably if they're not 100% with a small management fee, they're at least 90, 95. So they keep a lion's share of it.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee he put extension in.
Well, he's still going to have to pay it.
I know, but it gives him more time to figure out how to lie about certain things.
Invest. Put money in everything.
Go buy a plane.
Start your own airline.
No, because because you can write off, certain times 100% of that plane, to where if you're going to have to give that money to the government, you might as well give it to your plane.
Exactly.
All right, that's really all the news today that's out there. But again, it's the whole thing. Just stop worrying about what to do about rates and this war and everything else.
If you want to be a homeowner, get in the game now.
Just stop worrying about it. Just get in. So once this, I guess they're meeting this weekend again for round 2 of the actual talks with J.D. Vance and all that stuff.
Oh.
And hopefully by Monday that will give we'll know where we are at that time. But Iran can only go 2 months with their port closed.
Without selling oil?
No, they'll be done, like no money and hurting, not their people. We're talking about the government, because the people have been hurting before this.
Way before.
Yeah, I guess they were like, we'll give you $7 more a month. And they're like,
what are they like?
Yeah. That ain't not enough.
Yeah.
We can't even buy a burqa.
Well, with a regime change, maybe they don't have to wear the burqas anymore.
It's not that far yet, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they didn't change the regime. They just changed certain people in the regime.
You mean the ones that are dead at the bottom of the pile of the
correct.
rubble?
But like they said, but the ceasefire's been good for them because they've been watching them try to dig stuff up, and they know where they're trying to dig, so now they can bomb it again.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
So again, we're being told to float right now because of where we're at with everything, and I think that's a great idea because I think we're gonna.
You might see some improvement.
Yeah. Well, we already did.
Well, but you might see more.
Yeah. That's because again, with what's going on, who knows?
Yep.
I hope we gave some good information today, and hopefully we did.
Well, I got to say something real quick to the realtors out there. When you go show a piece of property and you think your clients love it, and you think you're going to be writing it up, don't call the listing agent and say, I'm going to be writing the best offer in the whole wide world until you have the offer in hand. Because the phone call afterwards where you say, we're
not going to do it.
The buyer decided they don't even like your floor plan. How do you go from, we're going to write the best offer, they're super excited, they love everything about it, going to write the best offer in the world, to, they decided they don't like the floor plan? What changed in those few hours? So just don't do it, guys.
I take it you had one of those phone calls?
Well, it's a buyer of mine who's coming from Santa Rosa, and she's got her home on the market in Santa Rosa. It's a beautiful home, and she's had 2 different buyers come in and both agents called and said, I'm going to be writing the best offer in the world, that my client loves it, and then, she didn't like the kitchen, and then the other one was, I didn't like the floor plan. Don't say anything until you know you got something in your hand. Don't like the floor plan. It hasn't changed.
I don't like it since we left.
Yeah.
Well, they probably just thought about it, but you're right. The agent should just be calling and say, "Do you have any offers where we are with this?" And nothing else.
Yeah, don't. It's embarrassing. All right, kids.
To whom? They tell you. They don't tell your agent. They don't tell your buyer.
No, seller. I know, but you as an agent, you weaken your stance down the road. We're at an offer. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but how many people say they're going to write offers and never do?
Way too many. Way too many.
Or how many agents say we have we got some people going to be writing offers, and when they have one offer coming in.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah. We don't want to seem needy.
I would just say, if they love it, you write your best offer. Thank you.
That's it. Just thank you.
Thank you. Because you never know what's going to happen.
All right. Well, that's it. You heard it from Mike here today. Yeah. We're on the radio tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Monday.
Monday.
Make it a great weekend. And if you need anything, Call Mike.
Yeah, I'm around, except for today.
My phone's around all the time.
Yeah.
All right, make it a great day. We'll talk to you
Bye,
on Monday.
everybody. My
and on radio
microphone
tomorrow.
sounds weird.
That's just your head.
No.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.